All right, welcome back to the Spinnin Backfist MMA Show. It is Robbie Fox's Big Ev. It is Jack Mack, and we are here with the Steamrolla. Matt Frevola. Now, a lot of people might think, what's going on here? This is Barstool public enemy number one after last week. But he's really not. We've known you for years. This week, you got into a little back and forth with our guy, Jersey Jerry, over another one of our guys, Billy Q. Yeah, very fair back and forth, very deserved on your side, I would say. And Jerry did what he did. He's not here today. Would you say he's ducking you?
I think so. I mean, allegedly he's golfing. Yeah. But, you know, I wanted to see him. I want to talk to him a little bit. You know, a guy needs to show a little bit of respect, you know. I always say, we're not out there playing a game. We're not trying to score a touchdown. We're out there trying to hurt each other. Like, we're fighting. Yeah. So, you know, if it was like a no-name troll, I would be like, all right, you know, it's nothing. You can ignore it. Mm-hmm. But Jerry's got a following, man. I think he's funny. He's a funny guy. But
funny how?
Funny like how? That's what I was gonna. He's a funny guy. Funny how?
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
We brought the male underwear, which is just diapers.
Yeah, you know.
Diapers for him?
Yeah,
they brought in?
You know, I brought him this. You know, I'm gonna leave it on his desk for him. And then I also brought him a nice signed print to squash the beef a little.
That is nice. That's an olive branch right there.
Which is big of you.
Very big of you. And I feel like this is a good place to start because I got into it with Terrence McKinney months ago as well. How do you feel genuinely about people making fun of or making memes of fighters after they get knocked out? You think complete no-go because, like you said, you ain't playing a game. You ain't trying to score a touchdown. It's life or death.
Yeah, it's no-go, man. Like, you know, we're in there fighting. We're not playing a game. And, you know, you got to have some respect about that. And, you know, I get it. But if anything, you know, he could have been like, oh, great job, Edson. You know, Edson had an awesome performance.
Praise the winner. Don't pick on the loser.
Instead of, like kicking a man while he's down. It's a scumbag move.
Yeah. You've been around the sport for so many years, and you corner fighters as well, as we saw with Billy Q. When you have a fighter that loses, not yourself, like when you're cornering someone and they lose, does that sting even more? Do you feel it more for them because there's nothing you could do to help, really?
Yeah, you know, losing's always tough, but it's part of what we do.
Do you ever get used to, like, the feeling of, all right, like, I could shake that one off and I'll be back? Or is it an immediate, like, you lose and it's like the world's over?
No, you know, you lose and it sucks, you know. You maybe take a day or two to fucking cry in your Cheerios or whatever, and then you got to get back to the gym. You get back to the gym, you got teammates getting ready to fight, you help them out, and, you know, there's always the next one. The next one's the best one. And the shitty thing about fighting is that, like, you're lucky to fight 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why having a good team, having a good, you know, family, good supporters around you, you get right back to it. You help out the team, which only helps you out, and you improve and you work on the next evolution of your game.
Do you feel better when you're on a card with one of your teammates? Obviously, the upcoming card, your Aljo is fighting, main eventing, and I don't know if you're on. Have we got you on the main card yet or no?
We'll see. You know,
it's deserved.
Yeah, they just announced that new co-main event with Bilal and Gilbert Burns. So, you know, I might be the prelim main event, but I don't mind that.
That's a good spot.
I don't think it's a bad spot to be. Yeah,
it's on ESPN usually. It's a top tier. Yeah, that's huge.
You know, I'm a man of the people, so might as well fight for free. You know, let people watch me for free. Or not fight for free, but let people watch me.
God no, yeah. You gonna have the whole Steamrolla crew there as well again?
Oh, you know, man.
Gonna hear him doing the chants in the crowd?
Of course, you know, we're gonna be out in Jersey. I think they know that, like, I'm a Northeast guy. Yeah. You know, when they come to the Northeast, they put me on the card.
You'll get cheered like you're from Jersey.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. And going back to that question, I love fighting on the same card as teammates. Like, you know, Aljamain's home now. He's finishing camp. Yep. And just his, like, you know, he's the champ, man, and he works so hard, man. And having his presence and his, like, atmosphere at the gym is just firing everyone up.
Because he was in Vegas for a little bit, right?
Yeah, he's got his house in Vegas. Okay. And it really is a huge advantage for, you know, UFC fighters to be in Vegas because you literally get treated like a professional athlete. You know, It's like out here, you know, we're professional athletes, but, you know, you're kind of doing everything on your own. But out there, you know, they give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got free PT, you got free strength and conditioning, you got that whole UFC Performance Institute, you know, to train at and do whatever you want there. it's definitely an advantage at Vegas.
Have you considered the move?
You know, I got my wife out here. I got my family out here.
Yeah.
But, you know, Aljo's got a house out there. Marab's got a house out there. So, you know, I just crash at the boys' crib and make a little training trip out of Vegas.
There we go.
You're creating like a little Long Island out there in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny. It's on the same block, too.
They live on the same
They
block?
live on the
That's
same road.
Dana's just punching air like, why are these guys friends?
I'll say we were obviously in the Garden for the last fight. How good that feel fighting at home, like at the Garden, to get the big knockout. You were a dog, like the Steamrolla chance after. I feel like that had to be the biggest win of your career so far. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was easily the biggest win, and you know, I had the perfect opponent. You know, I had the perfect venue, and I had the perfect fight. You
Absolutely.
know, Ottman, he was like the perfect bad guy. I always said he was like a Bond villain. You know. And
scaling the wall of the hotel.
Scaling the wall of the hotel. For his Xbox, he just wanted to get an Xbox in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wink, wink.
And he walked out before me to some Moroccan music, and he got he got down on his like knees and like kissed his father's feet before he like got into the octagon, and then I walk out to the trumpets.
Yep.
And yeah, man, we got the finish, and you know, he needed to be humbled, and I dish out the humbling.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm happy to do that to whoever needs it.
You gonna run back to trumpets?
Oh yeah.
Okay, word.
Oh.
Is that the signature Matt Frevola walkout now?
Yeah, I changed my song every fight, and I'm like, all right, when one sticks, I'll know it. Like
people love the
people
trumpets.
loved it, and
oh yeah, man.
in MSG you could feel it. People like got out of their seats. They're like, oh my god.
I wonder how Frank the Tank would feel about the trumpets, if we're being honest.
No,
would
like
he
it.
think that's a good thing, or would he be like, oh, here we go, Ed lose?
No, he's gonna think it's a bad thing. He's like, oh, you know, he's hurt now. He's just gonna be like,
exactly. Yeah. The Fleming curse hits you when you hit the trumpets.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hope not, though. The fight against Drew Dober, I was saying to Ev before, it actually is surprising to me that this fight hasn't happened or been booked already. Seems like you guys have like been in the mix, in and around the same people, the fighters, for years now. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, well,
Has he been on your radar for a while?
Yeah, I've always watched him for a while. I mean, he has one of the best like highlight reels of knockouts in the lightweight division like I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And honestly, I always thought Iaquinta was going to fight him, and I think they were supposed to fight back in amateurs, but it never worked out. But you know, now I got the fight, and I give him a lot of credit for taking this fight. You know, a lot of guys who are ranked up high like that, they don't want to fight back. You know, he's number 14. I believe I'm like 30. You know, so he didn't have to take this fight. So I give him props for it. But you know, I'm gonna make him pay for that.
Yeah.
God.
Are you a big game plan guy in terms of watching tape? We've talked to fighters that say they don't want to look at tape. Others are saying, no, I wanted to know everything about the guy that I'm facing.
Yeah, you know, I didn't used to watch tape.
Okay.
Like I was an undefeated amateur, and then I was a 6-0 pro, and I never lost a fight, and I was like, you know, I don't need to watch tape. I'm just going there and steamrolling, you know. And then I got into the UFC undefeated at 6-0. And I fought a juiced-up Mexican who knocked me out in the first round, you know. And then after that, I was like, all right, you know, maybe we should, you know, this is the highest level, you know. We gotta have no stone unturned. I have to watch this film. I have to break these fighters down. You know, I know what I'm capable of. I know that, you know, I can beat guys on the feet. I can beat guys on the ground. I got good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, good boxing, good Muay Thai. And you know, having a game plan is smart. And Ray Longo's definitely drilled that into me. Yeah. Ray Longo, this is our thing. He just points at his head right here. He's like, "We're not going psycho," you know. He's like, "We're using our head today. We're using our head." That's and I'm good. Like, "Yeah, coach." And then I look at coach. I go, "We're using our head."
Is he a big proponent of the film as well? Like, do you watch with him?
Yeah, oh yeah, we got a TV like right at the gym, so we have fights playing all day, and cool. There's always fights on, and yeah, you know, we're using our head, coach. We're using our head.
That's what I was gonna say. How hard? Because obviously, watching you a bunch of you like to scrap. That's obvious. Yeah. How hard is it for you to tone that in?
I mean, it's through training, but you know, sometimes you get hit and you know, and then you got to get it back, you know.
Like the savage in you comes out, right?
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly,
let's fucking
exactly.
go.
Yeah, but I always say, like, you know, like amateur fighters and stuff coming up at the gym, and I'm like, I always need to see him get hit, because there's two kinds of people out there. There's somebody who gets hit, and then they cower away, and they're like, oh, you know, let me get out of here. And then there's somebody who gets hit, and they're like, all right, let's fucking go. I'm getting that
Bite
back.
down on their mouth.
The Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That man's got to plainly get punched in the face.
Yeah.
But that's what some guys like you are. Like you get the playing goes. You say some guys cower. You're like, now I want to fight.
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta find that medium between, you know, once you get hit, you know, you still have your game plan. You're still thinking. You're still technical. You still have your technique. You don't throw everything to the wind and go balls to the wall and like lose it all. That's what you see in street fights. You see, you take a guy in a street fight, and I'm sure you teach him, you know, a 1, 2, 3. You put him on a bag, and they can look pretty good on a bag, you know, but under that critical stress, under that all eyes on you, you know, sometimes that technique goes, and they get tired in 30 seconds because they're emotional, you know. You got to control the emotion while you're in there.
We see that in Rough and Rowdy all the time. Like, we'll have, you know, the people here that'll train for 3 months leading up to a fight, going to the boxing gym every day. They get in there, they forget everything they learned immediately.
Yeah, and that's the fight game. But the more you do it, the more you feel comfortable doing it, and the more you're able to keep your technique, keep your training, and still push it.
Yeah. Speaking of your teammate Aljo, we just had Mighty Mouse in here, and we were talking about that fight with him. How do you see that main event playing out?
Dude, Aljo's a freak. Aljo's a freak, and he's got such like long, skinny but strong arms. I call him. He's got like anaconda arms.
Yeah.
And they'll snake around your neck, and you don't even know they're like around your neck, and then they just get so strong, and then you're like asleep.
Damn.
He's the human backpack. He's a human Jansport. He's a human anaconda, and he's gonna strangle Cejudo.
Is he one of these guys that you have fun training with, getting in there with, or you're like, I don't even want to get on the mats with this anaconda arm guy?
No, I love it, man.
Okay.
I love it. Like, I love it. Like having him on my back, because you feel it. You know, you can feel that level, and that only makes me better, you know.
And even in terms of like size, he's pretty huge for his division. Like we saw the picture of him next to McGregor in Vegas a while ago, and he posted it like, maybe I am like a 145 naturally or whatever. Is that crazy when you're like training with him in two very different divisions, obviously, and he's able to be competitive?
Oh yeah, every time I roll with him, I'm like, shit, I gotta go down a weight class.
Could you make that cut or no?
No,
I didn't think so.
And I would not try.
Yeah, is it a tough weight cut as it is for you or no?
I mean, it's never easy, but you know, I have discipline. You know, you can't rack discipline, and it starts. You know, that's why I like to get noticed. I like when I get like the more notice for me, the better, man. Like
in terms of
like 14 weeks out notice is like 13 weeks out notice. I think this last fight I got 9-week notice, which is good. I always try to at least 8 to 10 week notice is like ideal, but the more notice for me, the better. Because as soon as I get that,
start cutting down immediately. Not cutting, but like.
Oh, as soon as I get that, you know, I'm not no more Burger King, you know.
Is Burger King the main fast food for you? That was the first that came to mind.
I mean, I was always a Burger King kind of guy.
Wow.
You don't see
I've
that
never
a lot.
met a lot.
No, I've never met a Burger King.
No,
guy.
there's one in your town, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's one right kind of by me.
That was how I was too. There's just what's there, yeah.
Staggered chicken fries, I will give a lot of respect to. I'm a big chicken fry guy.
I saw a guy on Instagram pretty much make a fight against you, and then I saw it was somebody tweeted it at you, and then you were like, well, this guy, we actually have history because maybe it was in Thailand or something. You guys were training, and he was just like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was when I've never seen a
yeah.
guy make up a fight like that. He posted on his Instagram like he was in the UFC.
Like the fight's booked.
Yeah.
He made a poster.
He made a poster like it was like
him versus Frevola.
officially in
You know what,
UFC.
to promote this, we got to put out Frevola versus Jerry.
Yeah.
We got to put like a fight card matchup made for
It
them.
was like a really good Photoshop too. It looked like it was from the UFC page.
Yeah, you know, I met that dude in Thailand like a while back, and you know, he was like a funny guy, you know, but he was from Australia. But he was like kind of like a dick, like he and like the Thais, you know, we're in Thailand training Muay Thai, and the Thais are teaching a technique, and there's different ways to do everything, you know, but when you're there and you're learning and you're like a student, you're not like teaching the class. You do it the way that they're teaching it, you know, just to learn the traditional Thai. And he was like, no, like, I like to do it this way, you know, it does it like, and I'm like, dude, like, do it the way the Thais do it right now. And then like,
you're
then
in
you
class
can,
for a reason.
yeah. And then when you're fighting, you do your thing, but like, stop being a fucking asshole, man. Like,
Yeah. Well, how was that experience for you in Thailand?
oh, I love it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been out there a couple times. I got to fight out there. It's a way of life out there.
You've posted like the video of you fighting on Instagram.
Yeah. So, so it was. I just had finished like my second pro fight.
Okay.
And I was out in Thailand, and I did a 5-6 weeks out there, and I'm training at Tiger Muay Thai, and I'm I'm ready. Well, first I was in Bangkok for 4 weeks. And I'm like, let me get a fight. But they couldn't find anyone big enough for me because I guess they're all little. And then I went out to Phuket, and then I was like, I'm ready to fight. And then there's this trainer there. His name was Cartoon.
His name was Cartoon?
His
That's
name
an
was Cartoon.
unreal name.
So I was like, Cartoon, I'm ready to fight. And he's like, okay, let me. And I was only there for a couple of days, and he watches me hit pads. He's like, all right, like he just watches me hit one round of pads. And I'm like, I told you, man, I'm ready to go. And he's like, okay, what's your weight? And I'm like, you know, I'm like 175, you know, 180, you know. And he's like, okay, you be here tomorrow at like 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So
and
then
that's your fight? Like
tomorrow.
that's what he
Basically
said.
booked?
And that's what he said. So then I show up the next day there at 5 p.m. and Cartoon just rolls up to the front of the gym on his motorbike. And he's just like, come on, hop on. So then I jump on the back of his bike, and then we drive to some like stadium in Phuket. And
it looked like a pretty real arena setup.
Oh
Like, from
yeah,
your video.
it was a pretty good. I mean, we pull up to the arena, and he just points at some kid, and he's like, "You fight him, and I look at this kid, and he looks like he looks young, man. He looks like he's had to be like 18, maybe 17, you know. And he also looked like he was like 150, 60 pounds. And I'm like, you want me to fight him? Like, I got weight on this guy. Like, I'm way bigger than him. And he's like, no, he's good. He has 50 fights.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, man. You know, I was there ready to fight anybody. And he's a Thai kid too. He was taller than me though. He was tall and lanky. And so then I'm like, all right. And then the thing about Thailand in the fights, like backstage, there's no like locker rooms.
Yeah.
You're always like working out like right next to the guy you're fighting. And they also they have Thai oil. They like put all this Thai oil on, and they give you a Thai oil massage, which like burns like your whole body.
Huh.
And I was
before
always
the fight?
right before the fight, and I would always put it on my legs before all training because that's what like everyone does there. But I never put it on my like body, my upper body. So these guys starts dumping Thai oil all over my body, and like my whole like body is just burning, and like I'm like, all right, this is the way you're supposed to do it, right? You know. And I see my like opponent warming up over there, and like I remember I threw like a spinning back kick and just like make sure like he saw it.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, you know, and
Give him something to worry about.
and then the way they do it in Thailand is like round one is like almost like a throwaway round. Like, cause,
So they can bet on it, right?
Yes, because the only legal betting out there is at the fights. So round one, like they play the music like ding 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 ding, like you trade kicks.
It's like light sparring, essentially, right?
And then the bettors are like, oh no, they're betting me. And they like to match up these like big foreigners versus these like experienced Thais. So I
Yeah.
think that was what they were doing.
Was the kid good?
Yeah, he was pretty good. So the first and I'm there. I did a Muay Thai training camp. Like I was 2-0 as a pro, and I was undefeated, and I was the steamroller. Like I come out round one and just fucking go like you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm in Thailand. I'm training Thai. I'm gonna do it the Thai way. So I come out round one like super slow. You know, 'cause that's how you're supposed to. Like ding 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 ding, like trade a kick. And then this dude comes in and he smashes my nose with an elbow, just right and like my
In
nose.
the first round.
The first round, my nose starts bleeding. He broke my nose. Like,
Oh my God.
And and I'm just like, and then the round ends, and I'm like, fuck, like my fucking nose is broken. I'm like, fuck this. And then the next round, I just come out in round 2, like I throw like a 1, 2, 3 low kick, and then I come back with a left hook, land it like right on the kid's temple, and literally just like face planted him. And he's like, he's like motionless on the ground. And like, there's nobody even cheers except my brother. And then he starts going like, yeah, and, and he like stops
not
cheering.
so loud.
And like I just like look, I'm like I just give the shrug like, my bad. Like,
is this on your Tapology? Like, is it official?
No, it's a Muay Thai fight, so it's not on my,
right.
But it was though I had one pro Muay Thai fight and I had one amateur Muay Thai fight.
Okay.
What did Cartoon say after?
Dude, Cartoon was pumped. I gave him. I got paid like 3,000 baht. I gave Cartoon 1,000 baht, and we got the fuck out of there.
What is that like? Contextualize that for America. What, like, is that a couple $100? Couple thousand?
1,000 baht is like $30.
Oh, that's real cheap. Okay. Unreal.
Quick 90.
What an experience, though. And then did you have to get your nose fixed in Thailand?
No, I never got it fixed.
Oh,
I've got a deviated septum.
Oh, like Glenny Balls. You and Glenny.
Yeah.
How much % oxygen do you get?
I mean, I've adapted.
8%. I heard Drakus does 8, so you're probably around there.
Well, I've adapted, you know. So. And when I'm done fighting, I'm gonna get a nose job, and I'm gonna be so good looking.
All right, there we go. Yeah.
That's the modeling career begins then.
Yeah.
Which, hey, you came in the Muggsy today.
Yeah.
I know, right? Shout out Muggsy.
You got the fashion on now, the Canadian tuxedo.
Yes, thank you, Jersey Jerry, for the Muggsy sponsorship.
Did that come right after the feud?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Shout out Jerry. Hey,
They're like, we need that guy.
Get the Twitter sphere going.
All tides rise, all ships, whatever. Something like that.
Something
it
like
happened.
that.
Everyone got paid.
Yeah, no, yep.
Business was made.
Business is good, yeah.
Yeah, I love to hear that.
There you
All
go.
right, so the Drew Dober fight. Do you obviously you're going to use your head in that fight?
Yes, we are.
Use the head. But do you see that one being a classic Matt Frevola balls to the wall crazy fight? Because Drew Dober also his style.
You know, there's only one way I know how to fight. There's only one way I know how to fight, and we're gonna use our head, Coach Longo. But you know,
Frevola's a savage. That's what he's saying. He's
I could beat him up everywhere.
Yeah.
Has to be a little feather in the he's never been knocked out before. A little feather in the cap. Be the first guy.
Hey, that would be good. That would be cool, man. You know, I know I can knock him out. I know for a fact I could knock him out. I know for a fact I could submit him. I know for a fact I could take him down and beat the piss out of him. And I'm prepared to do all three.
Are you gonna call out our boy again after a win?
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Figured.
It's only a matter of time.
I figured.
Eventually, he's gonna get smashed.
Well, he's got ankle surgery, so he might not be able to fight till the end of the year.
That sounds good to me.
All right, fair enough. Maybe
that, or this puts you in the rankings. So a win here puts you in a really, really good
100%.
spot.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm not overlooking Dober at all. I know I'm 100% focused on May, but you know, I'm gonna get the job done against Dober, and then after that, you know, I need to serve some humble pie to patty cakes. I will do that.
Whoa.
But he's good, man. You know, like the thing that excites me about a fight with him is that his jiu-jitsu looks so good, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I love jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And
no, that'd be
you know,
fire
he
matchup.
goes for it on the feet too, and I respect
And
that.
also having an opponent for Patty that we could mix it up with beforehand that
That'd be
understands Barstool and everything would be pretty fucking fun.
Listen,
for
man,
being honest.
I've been trying to get the old rough and rowdy Ultimate Fighter, you know, Team Strong
Steam?
Island, Team Strong Island versus Team Scouser, you know.
Dude, that would be
great.
Sick.
That would be fucking awesome.
Was it
Patty
good-
and Molly on the other side. That'd be good. You
man.
need like a
Me and
Long
Billy
Island
Q on
girl.
the other side.
Very true. Billy Q could be a girl.
Really, we get really long.
He's been my girl.
And then Jerry's just like in the middle.
Yeah.
No, maybe Jerry's on Team Scouser.
Oh yeah.
He would have to be.
Yeah,
Who
he's
knows,
got to.
maybe he's ready by November, right back here again. Who knows?
That would be nice. That'd be real nice.
You know, on the card, that card's looking like it could be historic.
Oh,
There could be Connor on it, John,
yeah, you know.
and the Steamrolla. We need.
Yeah.
You know, MSG will show up for the Steamrolla.
I fought at MSG twice already and had banger fights. So
Do you when you get a fight offered at MSG, is it an instant yes, or do you even think about like we hear fighters complaining all the time about the New York taxes, the New York Athletic Commission? You give a fuck about that or no?
instant yes.
I figured.
Yeah.
He's used to the New York taxes
I mean,
already.
taxes.
Yeah, true.
taxes New York taxes suck.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. And people say the commission is not as good in New York because they're newer.
Yeah, commissions are always like, hit or miss. But
yeah. Another thing that we talked to Mighty Mouse about, do you ever have a weird USADA run-in? Like, USADA ever pull up while you're in a weird spot?
Yeah.
He said that they pulled up on him in the liquor store.
Yeah,
once,
crazy.
To, like, get in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Well, my man David now, USADA knows me. He's the man. He's a good guy. He knows that I'm never up to any, like funny business or fishy, I'm not doing anything. But when he first started coming for me, so he would knock on the door, and I'd just be like, wake up. And then, like, instinctually, I'd wake up, take a piss.
Oh,
and then I would go get the door. And then I'd be like, USADA. I'm like, oh, man, I just pissed. So then I have to, like, drink water. Me and him are just hanging out.
Yeah.
And then, like, I go try to piss. Like, nothing come out. Drink more water. And then I would go have to piss. And then, like, I could, like, feel it almost coming up. But then I got a turtle head popping out. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, listen, David. Like, I can't piss without shitting right now. And he's like, man, I'm sorry, but like I gotta watch.
Oh shit, he's got to stare at you.
So then like
man.
it's an awkward thing. I'm like, I sit down on the toilet, I got the cup, and like I'm shitting and pissing in the cup like with this guy right here.
David's watching.
And he's in the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom with me.
Oh,
and he's like, don't worry, man. Happens all the time. I've watched Wadman take a shit. I've watched Bermudez take a shit. And he's just telling me all the people he's watched take shits, and I'm like, all right,
That's
thanks,
supposed
man.
to make you feel better.
It did make me feel better.
What a job.
Unreal, yeah.
Yeah,
Signing up for USADA, yeah. You think you're just gonna meet a bunch of fighters? It ain't so glamorous.
Yeah, we're close after that.
Yeah,
You better be.
Well, didn't Mighty Mouse said his was a girl.
Oh, did he?
That makes it even more awkward. I'm pretty sure. I could have swore he said it was a
I
girl.
would feel much more awkward.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Nah, never had a
Well,
girl.
thank God I don't have to put up with USADA. I'll never have to. I'll fail that test right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad they're in there. All these like. In fighting, you cannot be doing steroids. Like I said again, like we're in there smashing each other's skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are cheating and taking steroids. Like it's.
You think there's still cheaters getting around it?
Yeah, probably. I think so. But it's fucked up, man. These cheating scumbags. Like my first opponent, he beat me, and then like a week later, he popped hot for USADA. And then I hit up like my manager. I'm like, all right, get that loss turned to no contest. Give me that $50,000 he got for knocking me out. So then he hits up the UFC and then they're like, no, they tested him a week after we fought, so nothing could happen. And I'm like, listen, so what were his results the night that we fought? And then because I got tested the night we fought, and they're like, oh, we didn't test him.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, are
Damn.
you kidding me?
That's fucked.
The assumption from them is like, no, he wasn't on steroids when he fought. Only after the fight did he get on the steroids.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know, man.
That's tough. Well, hopefully that USADA is out there, cracking down on everyone. Hopefully there's not a lot of cheaters left.
Yeah, I think they're definitely cleaning it up.
Yeah.
So don't even think about it, Drew.
Don't even fucking think about it.
No, I'm sure Drew's a good guy.
Yeah, nah, he's a good guy. We like Drew.
He's fucking jacked, but he's been in the game for a while, so I know he's been tested.
Yeah. And you could see, he didn't go through the body transformation when USADA came through. No ricochet shot, but the Vitor.
Yeah.
When USADA came through for him, it was like, whoa, what's going on there, buddy? But, yeah. All right, Matt, thank you for coming in. We always appreciate it. We got to go drop these diapers off on Jerry's desk, get him a signed 8x10 and everything. And hopefully the next time you're in the office, Jerry will be here. After the win, we'll bring you back to HQ.
There you go.
With a number next to your name, baby.
Number
Come on,
next-
let's
yeah.
go.
Yes, sir. It's coming, baby. I appreciate you guys. Dude, I've been Stoolie. Like Dave said, I've been a day one Stoolie.
I know. Dave came to your defense.
I know, man. It's pretty cool, but, and you, Robbie, man. Me and you go back. You remember Fight Island? We did the...
Way back. Fight. Even
That's
before
why-
that, me and Cheese were trying to fight each other.
I know, man. That's why I get you guys ride or die with your boy Patty.
Yeah.
But, we don't have to pick sides always.
No, listen, if you're not fighting Patty, we're 100,000% constant
Listen,
Steamrolla
I'm going to
supporters.
fight Patty.
See, and then when that happens, then we're going to have to be on our guy's side.
Yeah, of course
Then
you
the
could have your
second the
guys.
fight ends, I'm going to be like, come here, Steam.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, deal.
All right, deal. Book the fight, Dana. Book the fight after this one.